All right.
AJ's got it.
I tell you. You will help us. We are running one of these,
Yeah,
2 of these,
yeah,
2 of these.
yeah,
Steadfast.
yeah.
That's it.
That's good.
Your bog standard hoplite army.
Yeah.
And our thought was that we expected them to take, I thought they were going to take some Syracusan wings, and they ended up doing that. And they would have a few cavalry. And our initial thought was, up until this morning, was to take the Iberian wing to get the extra cavalry. And then I looked at it and I thought, well, the extra Greek wing has 2 soldiers. That's a good cavalry stopper,
sure.
and it has 4 hoplites with it.
Yeah.
So the Iberians with only 4 stands of soldiers, even 2-star with a bonus,
Yeah.
I would rather have the hoplites against a. I knew he was going to take 4 hoplite wings. So we got 4 hoplite wings. We got an extra hoplite stand, a wicked good one, and then we've got the 2 cavalry. And I think that he's only bringing 2 battle calves. So my thought was stick our best unit square in the center.
Yeah.
The 2 cav behind it is a reserve, 2 wings on each side, and use the soldiers to cover the 2 flanks and just roll dice.
Okay.
My only question is, should we lead with our disposable soldiers and soak up some hits?
That's what I was kind of wondering too.
Or not? I'm expecting Charlie might actually run his pike deployed with a reserve. Now maybe with us outnumbering him he won't. I think I'd like, with the sharing, I think you get a reserve built in. I think I'd like to run them 4 up and see how the phalanx works.
I wouldn't throw the soldiers away.
Well, in that case, we've got 2 choices with the soldiers. Intersperse them.
Because they're reliable, right? They're not aggressive. Is that correct?
They're just reliable, and they're just 1-star. So we got 2 choices. We can either intersperse them in between our phalanxes, or we can use them as replacements and flankers. And seeing as how they shoot really good, flankers seems like the best choice. Now,
Well, they shoot in defense.
or they shoot if they don't move.
They shoot it.
So you run them out. We're wider than he is.
Yeah, and you can maneuver once and then shoot.
Right. So we're wider than he is. So we get out there after they get stuck in and stick them on the side.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's how they were used historically.
And I think that, seeing as how we have more phalanxes, the other thing we could do is we could leave our best phalanx as a reserve too.
You know, I like leaving one off the table, even if it's just until your first opportunity to put it on.
Well, in that case, then that would make that elite phalanx the choice. Because the cav can zoom around where we need them, and easily enough, and then that would make that elite phalanx a fill-in. And we could put a soldier in its place, pull it out when the phalanx comes in, right?
Well, you can't join any other...
No, but it's elite.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fine in the middle of anything.
Yeah. I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, you're the CNC.
I don't know. Do you think it would be better putting the elite and the cavalry guys on a flank? I mean, that's a valid option.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I'm sure he's going to put his cav on the flanks. He's going to do the same thing.
Well, he's only got 2 battle cav.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure those are going to come around one of the flanks for sure.
Well, if we hold ours in reserve, then whatever flank that goes on, we put our elite pike at the end, and our 2 elite cavalry that are better than his
How
cavalry.
does steep hill affect movement? Because that's what this is.
Is this steep hill? Okay. Half speed up or down, no effect on combat. Obviously, if you're shooting downhill, you get that +1.
Yep.
It takes the charge away. It takes the
So
charge
if you
bonus
think he's
with
going to go with the
masters.
flank, then you're saying let's leave the sacred band off the table and match, and first turn we'll put it wherever he puts the cav. I think that's a great plan. I like that plan a lot.
And
That's why you're the sub-general.
I think you're right about just keeping the soldiers on them too, and just do
Yeah, well, that was,
phalanx or AJ.
Well, that was my question, which makes sense, and I think you're right. I think taking the soldiers from the center, pushing them off, and that means that our 2 wing commanders need to be on the flanks where the soldiers are, because there'll be some soldiers that are out of command otherwise. We're committing to have our, right, if we rout one of those soldiers, only the general can save them, the ones from the center.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. And I think with this amount of table, I think we go elbow to elbow phalanx.
No, you know what? I think you should keep your wings together so you don't have to chase the army commanders around. And I need to check and see how many army commanders we each get.
Well, I think Mike's been letting us have 2 because of the campaign.
Oh, that's what you okay.
Right, one for each of the
Yeah.
one for each of us people.
Yeah, okay.
Well, in that case, we've got, are you advocating that we put a gap in the middle and we throw a fistful of soldiers in there? We make two phalanx wings? Because
No.
they'll end up fighting phalanx if we do that.
See, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know. You know, I mean, they have maneuverability
Yep.
that the Ponderous don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And they can evade and the Ponderous can't.
right, you know, and they can shoot, and they can, I just think they add flexibility to each wing. Whereas if we strip them out of the center wings and put them out on the flanks,
I'm just contemplating, are we going to put 4 phalanx wings elbow to elbow?
I thought so.
If we are, then there's no place for them to use all those benefits
Well,
in the middle.
not
too.
until the crash, not until, you know, not until the phalanx hit, right?
No, not until one of the phalanx is removed in its entirety.
Okay, all right.
Because that's what's going to happen, right? Because we're going to share, and then
Okay.
four stands are going to die in a matter of 1 or 2 turns, right?
Okay.
But having 2 soldiers back there to fill that gap is value. It's just value really late in the game.
But you don't want to use them to attack on the flanks, basically once the
Well,
phalanx engage and basically have them just come around the side.
The soldiers from the 2 end phalanxes definitely.
Yeah.
I was asking, do we want to do that with the soldiers from the center phalanxes and bring them out? And the cost of that is we have to have an army commander out here in case those 2 stands rout, because the wing commander on the far end isn't their officer,
The other thing is that leaves you with 0 reserves.
just the 2 cavalry.
Yeah. Well, because the 2 cavalry are going to run off and
Yeah.
match up against their cavalry.
Yeah,
Because they
so-
got 4 stands of mounted out there.
You know, we could leave him behind and then see what he does with his. I'm expecting he's probably going to use his as a reserve.
I think he'll turn a flank.
No, I mean his soldiers, not his cavalry.
Oh, soldiers.
Well, he can't turn a flank with his cavalry because we're matching it with the Sacred Band. So we're matching it with an extra pike
Yeah, okay.
and our 2 calves. So I'm not worried about his cavalry. And that's the discussion we had earlier. We decided, because we had the Iberians to protect against the cavalry,
Yeah.
and if he has 4 of them, you need a dedicated resource. But we thought that he would take at least 1 pike. We thought the Sacred Band cavalry would probably be enough.
Okay.
So do we want him as, we're going to just use the soldiers in the middle as reserve then?
You decide.
I want Rob's opinion because I'm uncommitted.
You know, I haven't played the new rules with the phalanx. I mean, if you think they're gonna get chewed up that fast, then maybe reserve.
What I think is the single phalanx stands are going to be more durable now, because when one gets weak, you're going to average the hits out across them as best you can.
Well, let's consider this. My concern about the soldier stands needing to remain with their wing was part due because of the command structure. But you're going to be using the wing command with the phalanx nonstop.
So you're not going to have a commander for
you don't
him
have
them
it
anyways.
anyhow.
So now it's less of a concern.
Yeah.
And they're Ox,
Yeah.
and so considering we're wider, being able to use, I think that some of his soldiers are going to have to fight one of our pike blocks.
Another thing to consider this is that the pikes, although there's 12 hits per stand, they're 1 star, which makes them more vulnerable to shooting than the
Right.
hoplites.
So we want to load up at least wherever the pike is. Now, if he's smart, he'll put the pike in the center for exactly that reason. You know,
Wow.
and that would be a good reason to line all the soldiers up in front of the pike and fight them to a man,
Yeah, maybe.
right?
Yeah, maybe.
You know, put 4 soldiers in front of the pike and fight till all those Ox are gone.
Yeah.
That might even be a better. If he puts them in the center, we'll do that with the 4 center guys.
Yeah.
If he puts them on the flank, we'll flank with them. I think
Now,
let that.
they have to
mandate it.
deploy in the same
That's what I was
deployment
wondering.
area as their hoplites. The soldiers.
Sure. So if it ends up straddling one of the areas, then we'll put them on the edge and bring them around.
Right,
during
yeah.
the They've got the movement to it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think wherever these guys go, we either flank them with the soldiers or face them with the soldiers.
Okay. All right.
I think you're right, because let them burn 4 soldiers. And I mean, the hits that they're going to get in the defensive fire,
Yeah.
and I think we'll be worth it.
Yeah.
But if we do that, and we have them in front of our battle line, that means those soldiers have to fight until they die. You can't retreat with them, because if they rout, they're going to totally mess up our
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
But they're Ox.
Yeah.
Now, if he's smart, he'll take the charge bonus and back out. Right?
Yeah.
Actually, backing out doesn't help him because in our turn we shoot. He'll
Yeah.
fight. He'll fight until they're dead.
Yeah.
So,
We just have to hope that we have some good dice.
or we need to get enough separation that a route rolls not too far.
Yeah.
So if we front them, we just keep our phalanx back a foot.
Okay.
So right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right, so you guys ready?
All right. We'll give them the table. So we're gonna just start dropping phalanxes down and leave the sacred band in reserve.
So when we get upstairs, you can tell us who has what.
Yeah.
Oh, fudge pinwheels. Good God.
Let's grab a.
So we're setting up 12 inches on, I think?
12 inches on, and then there's a 2 foot, 2 foot, 4 foot thing.
Here it is. All right, so yeah,
Are we actually going to be as far as this left wing, or are we going to put everything up to that and then move out there? Or if I started out here,
so
yeah, I mean it's not a bad place to start.
okay, Phil, this will be
So your
you.
movement is,
Okay.
this is a steep hill.
Oh, it is a steep hill.
It's a steep hill.
Oh, this is a steep hill, Charlie. It's going to be
Okay.
tough getting up that, or it's going to be slow getting up.
I think it's half speed or something.
But you know what? Is it everywhere on it or just on the up part? Everywhere on it. So this is all half speed. So it's 6 inches. That's like a lot of turns.
Yeah,
So maybe we want to avoid that.
yeah. So
So we'll just stay here for that.
right,
All right.
we've got 12 inches. So I mean, you'll set up. Here's your. So you'll have the second in command.
Well, I can be almost through the wood. I can set up right near forward
Yeah.
edge of this woods up to here-ish.
Yeah.
So I don't want to give
Yeah,
guys
and then
too little room.
one here, hoplites here, pike
Pike,
here, and
hop.
Phil will be right over here.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's not
Yeah.
a lot of deception here. It's just going to be,
Yeah, and then I'll have, these guys over there. I'll keep the rankers in reserve to
yep.
clean up anything that.
And I'll just have these, I mean,
So like AJ said, I'm gonna have him deploy you, and then he'll have the last one on,
Yeah.
right?
so I may actually use the hill with the cavalry. It may take a while, but they're not going to be deployed over there.
Well, you'll have 9 inches of.
Yeah, I'll have 9 inches, and I'll start here, and then I'll just kind of zing up.
This you, Charlie?
If they're right there.
Yeah, this is you.
Okay.
Okay, you got the
So it
two
means
soldiers.
there's no charge bonuses in this either.
two
So
soldiers.
it's
and
all bad stuff.
a skirmisher.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think
And
you're
then
right.
the phalanx, yep,
Difficult
the
putting
four
a steep
scouts.
slope.
And your wing
Yeah, see
commander,
charge
the,
table,
gen-
no.
the
But
army
you get an
general will be
advantage
back
shooting
here if we
downhill.
get
For
into
shooting,
trouble.
yeah.
That's one thing you get.
Yeah, so I mean the skirmishes would be all right up there.
All right,
I think we're ready.
we're ready.
Ready? You got a call?
Hold on now.
So, Phil, you'll lay down first.
Okay.
Don't tell them that.
Not that way.
yeah.
You'll deploy first.
They'll
Phil.
lay down, set up.
Gotta watch the semantics around here.
Yeah.
I forgot.
First two commands then, huh?
Yeah, why not?
I'm going to give you a Greek one
Yeah, okay.
because that's if you're only going to get one, you might as well get one of the good ones.
Okay, thanks.
Ooh,
And-
I'll set the good ones.
I get the good ones.
And
Good job, man.
why don't you push your Greek one?
Okay.
And so I'll put my Greek one down first,
Thank you.
right? Which is this.
Greek on Greek.
And
That's
this.
unheard of.
Okay, we're down first. So we have to go on a foot, right?
Right.
Hey, nice tape measure.
Up to 15 inches.
Oh,
15.
15.
Woo-wee. Look at that. Oh, I almost clear the woods.
Based on our plan, I'm going to go on a foot.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because of what we were doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Are these labels right, Charlie? Do we
You mean
know
he's
that
not
they're
going on
actually
4
deliberate reliables?
Well, we can go up to 15, but I'm choosing.
And Ralph, these things aren't anything, right?
No, they're for pretty.
Okay.
giving you enough room? I think I am.
You get that whole big bag?
Well, shit. Put them here or here. Because they don't interpenetrate.
I like these,
No, they
Charlie.
don't.
Did you paint these?
Put them
Yeah.
behind
But they can go this way.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, put them.
I like, is it a wash? It's the dip.
Put one
did
here.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the way that
Right?
comes out. I really do.
Yeah,
And
It
we can
makes
put
my
that
crappy
gap
painting
between, and
look-
then we'll
It's
echelon it.
exactly
better.
what. That's why I look at it.
In
I
that
do
case,
a really
I can do
quick,
this.
You could do
crafty
that.
paint job, but then it looks
And
like
then
a
back here.
tribe.
Well,
Yeah,
which,
they look
no, I
nice.
think-
Charlie, what did you use
I
for
like
the
them.
dip?
I think I just like what you
yeah,
said.
you-
Put them in with
Right?
the
the-
strong army painter
Army
strong.
And there you go.
All right, one's down.
Bob's your uncle.
All
Now I
right.
gotta pick one, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna pick. You
No,
painted them. I'm gonna go, you
Phil-
painted them. I'm putting one with yours.
How old do I look?
Here, you want this out of the way?
And so I'm also gonna need
No, they're not. They're too far out. So
one of your
you're
little trays.
1 foot
So,
on this far.
15 inches
so Ralph, I
long.
came up with an idea of a new app I want to make
Yeah.
for tablets,
Yeah.
or whatever,
away
and
from
I think I'm gonna make it an app, an Android app, to learn how to do
What's
that.
Yeah.
Distance from the table?
No,
And I'm gonna call it
2 feet, 4 feet, right? 2
Yeah.
foot.
large
so,
numbers.
So yeah, so you're fine.
It's gonna
starting
have
right
2
along
through
this
12 buttons on
wood
it.
edge.
Okay.
And every time I roll a die in a game, I'm gonna push the
You move
button.
those boxes out of the way.
And when you push the button, it will dynamically put the count for each of the numbers and draw the graph.
There you go.
So that at the end of the game, I go, damn it, I've had shitty luck. And if I
And
look
you
and it's a
look-
bell curve, well, then I shut up. And if I look and I see 17 numbers that are 4 and lower, and 3 that are the 10 and
There you
above,
go.
I go, man, I had a shitty night.
There you go.
Because
But
I think perception is I have a worse night more often than it happens, and I don't perceive when I have a really good night.
Yeah.
And I think that the app will tell me whether or not my perception or reality are true.
That sounds cool.
you know those
And if I do it right, I can have red buttons and green buttons. My buttons and my
Panormous.
opponent's buttons.
Yeah.
you walk, it tells you how many steps. If you could have one of those, it told you how you were rolling. Then you could track your mojo.
Well, that's what I was just telling them. I'm going to make an app to do that.
right, but that's not your rolls. That's the ones in Electronic Brigadier, right? Oh, that's your rolls.
In a game, it's a separate app.
Oh, so you have to
It's
keep
going to have
track of
buttons
that.
2 to 12 every
You
time
should
you roll
call
the
it.
dice. You
You
push
should
the button.
call it the mojometer.
The mojometer. The mojo meter. The mojo meter. Hey, how many have we got?
Mojo meter.
12, no, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay.
Right?
19, that's
So you got
unheard
4
of.
per wing, 4 per phalanx, plus the sacred
So
guard.
is he on the left flank,
What color are you taking?
Charlie? He's got the
We'll
right
take,
flank.
they took silver, we'll
Phil?
take gold.
Yeah, the right.
Yeah, Phil's on the right flank.
7, 8,
So this is 2 feet, right?
Oh yeah, you got to stay within 2 feet of the edge of the table.
So
Okay,
14, 15, 16,
so I gotta move
17,
over.
19. So you guys took silver, right?
We took silver.
The bag of
so
death
just
is
a hair.
good.
I mean, and you can oblique guys out too. So, you know,
You're the general for the day.
right?
Oh, I gotta be within 2 feet?
Yeah. So I would.
Bob, the
Like I should have a rope
Bob is
I
the
would do
champion of
that.
Panormous, the first battle, so he's the
You know,
CNC.
and
guy.
then just have this guy hang back here, and then
Can
first
be in the woods
move.
anyway.
You can, or keep him on the wing, the other flank if you want.
Over here.
No, I'm talking this guy. Yeah, your
Well, I want
skirmisher's
him over
fine.
here.
Okay, so have him back a little. That way you can oblique,
All right.
oblique out.
Gotcha.
You want me to put in another one?
Yeah, why not?
And I need to leave room for you, so I guess I'm here. So I need a Carthaginian one. Hey, these guys look good.
No, I think I'm going to be over here,
You think you're going to be over here?
right? Based on our discussion.
We don't know yet, right?
Oh, you're right. We don't know yet. No, but that's not a separate. That's a wing.
These
That-
guys,
this-
these guys
this
are not
isn't-
here.
They're not on the table
They're
yet.
not
He's
on-
on-
Nobody's
yeah,
on the table,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but
But
Phil.
Phil, yeah, Phil, yes.
Yes.
Phil's is
So a non-pike is on the table,
Right.
so we don't know anything.
Well, yeah, no, but the cavalry's not on the table. That's what I was getting at.
Nothing's on.
Nothing.
Only Phil's on the table.
These are not
That's
the
a Greek.
droids
That's a
you're
Greek
looking
model,
for.
correct?
huh?
That's a. I'm sorry. That's
a
a.
Greek.
The Syracusan.
Syracuse
What is
and a
its cavalry?
Caliote Greek.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so
not
there's no
sacred.
cavalry in that.
Oh,
No.
Italian Greek. Okay.
So do you want me to put one here?
Okay, so that's part of the Pyrrhus.
Yes.
Right.
Pizza
So you want me to put one here?
You
or
decide.
Well, shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like that.
I thought you were going to use this other one. Because I was going to push that Greek one.
Oh, is this a Greek one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want a Greek one. I thought this was. I saw the red. I thought it was a Carthaginian.
Yeah.
No, this one's yours. Oh, much more Carthaginian looking.
They're all
So
Carthaginian.
are
Well, they're citizens.
So
Something
pike or
Greek in there.
hoplite?
I don't have any
did
pike
bring
available to me.
some
They're all
sodas so that I
hoplites.
didn't have to. You've been very kind the last couple of times.
In general.
I have.
Yes, that too.
I have African model, which are just your regular bog standard, and then I
Salsa and
have
chips too.
Greek
Somebody
model, which
doesn't
are
want just sugar?
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Very good.
steadfast.
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's someone else.
Yeah, that's.
That's someone else.
The general vote on the
Does he not get a
guacamole
general
I took out
with
was
those?
negative, so I just put
I
it
don't know. Let's
back
take a
in.
look at the
I
list.
think he gets a general with those.
Nope.
What?
No, because he's commanded by the Army Commander.
Well, that's okay. He's the commander. Okay, we've got another one down.
Okay, this belongs to you.
That's a good-looking army.
Oh, les piques.
Yeah, they're just coming out of the woodwork like roaches. Look at them all. Greeks and Africans.
Roaches with sticky bugs.
So I think
Take that.
that
Okay.
means you are here, right?
What did they
Carthaginians.
say in
No, I don't have the.
Men in Black, Roaches Chicken?
Oh, that's right. So you are here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Carthaginians.
Yep. So I guess Ralphie will put
Yep.
one down.
And let me see.
You know, you both may be over there.
Okay, so the 24 inches are here. So I don't have enough room to put. Do I have? Yeah, I have enough room. I could put my.
Yeah, you just have to have a soldier stand back. And you can do it like I did and stack a soldier behind this one.
Yeah, okay.
That was my thought, right? You could put one behind mine too, because mine's gonna run right out.
Yep.
Actually, now that you know what you know, you've got more room in front,
You're right. I do.
right? You don't have to worry about being behind.
Okay. I'm all done.
So they're not putting in this.
Malden? It's not a town in Massachusetts.
No, they're not. They're
Yeah, I'm all done.
Full of it.
squeezing right in there.
We have more.
I
Malden.
wouldn't worry about that, Charlie, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, we could oblique together.
no, I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna oblique apart, just to make it difficult.
We can oblique one way and then back the other.
Alright. All set?
Yep.
Carthaginian.
Carthage.
Wanna wait?
What's that?
Wanna wait?
We can't wait.
You got.
Wait.
You got
We
another
have
wing.
another wing to put down.
Oh, that's Ralph. Is Ralph?
No, that's
you-
your.
that's
I'm-
your wing.
Oh crap!
You get a wing.
I thought I.
I'm not having you only push 3 stands.
I thought it was
the
just that.
the best player in the army gets to push a wing, man.
You're up, dude.
So, just get on here.
I think so.
Okay.
Which means we may trade, right? You might get this wing instead of that one,
Okay.
right? Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Now
yeah,
that's the split. So if you want a soldier in between,
yeah. Okay.
or you can put your soldiers in front.
Well, wait a minute. I would just get skirmishers.
Huh. You should have soldiers.
No, they're all skirmish.
That's my
No, they're all
magnum.
hoplites.
That's
Oh,
the one I had before. Is it not the right one?
No, you're missing some soldiers. I got soldiers though.
Then it's not the one I had.
This camera does a lot.
Should I have 4 skirmishers?
Oh, they've
They're,
gotten,
they're
they
so
get smart.
complicated now.
Here's. You should have 2 soldiers, and you should have only 1 skirmisher.
Team
But you need these guys.
All 4.
Yep. And the officer.
Yes.
So these are only 1 star, not 2 star. So let me fix that with a pen.
Yeah, I got one for you.
Good.
So did the list change, or did I go on a different list?
Yeah, you just went on the wrong list.
I think that's the late list that I'm on.
Yes.
Yep.
Probably.
Yeah, the Second Punic War is a better army than the First Punic War.
These are also not core.
Well, 3 skirmishers versus 2 soldiers. I think I'd take the 2 soldiers.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
And,
That's early.
and, you know, that's something. That's another reason I need to revisit all the army
These
rules.
are not aggressive, not steadfast. They're just deliberate, dependable,
Okay.
1 star.
And I left all
Do
the
we-
dice in this bucket because I know dice are personal
Do
thing
we
to you
want
guys.
to do
So.
that?
mine.
Do we want to
Mine
do
is-
this, or do we
yeah.
want to go with
And I brought I'm
Yeah.
bringing my
That
special.
guy?
We'll be needing you,
Some
Charlie.
observation.
Because
Oh,
Phil
look
rolled
at
4,
that.
I rolled 3.
Don't waste them now.
What do you roll? Did you roll good?
I rolled a 5.
All right, you and me,
This guy is going to
or you and
front
Phil.
up, and one of mine is, so this guy is a flanker.
Placers.
Right, and that guy's going to, you're going to
We
give
got
to
the
Ralphie.
places, we got the spaces.
Oh, yeah, okay. So do we want to just...
I got the
But you can even put 'em ahead, right?
His name is
Okay.
Because we roll.
And, but I have to be within...
This is the split right here.
Oh, it is,
Ralph's
okay,
right on the
so I
split.
can...
I'm not gonna
just-
give
You can even be there if you wanted to. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
It's Seacoast rep.
Right. The
running
split is
guys
right
and
at the edge of
dolls
his
just
stand.
a
Oh, is that
little bit ago. Yeah. I got the ad from
oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
These guys here.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
It's
And then you got a
almost a good
skirmisher.
roll.
I guess I'll just throw him off.
Let's put it with the pink guy.
Okay. And you get to put one down? Yeah, we need
This is our
those.
last one, right? So it's me.
Yep. Every.
A whole enchilada. What would be a Greek enchilada?
A dolmade.
Where was the cav for that unit?
Not quite
G-row.
an enchilada.
Charlie. Where's that unit's
Zero.
cavalry?
Oh yeah, you gotta put your
You got to put your cav
yeah,
down.
you gotta put it where it starts.
So I'll face them that way for you. Well, actually, I'll face them like that. You can leak them into position.
I'm ready to play.
So I think that makes
Yep.
this and
Yep.
you.
Okay.
And that makes,
Is this me?
Actually, I can put them
or this could
there,
be.
right?
well, they're
That's
both
true
good.
because they're all in the same
No,
zone.
no. Why don't I
Yep,
take
you
this
can
one?
do
You
that.
take those two.
Okay, so I get to do the
Go
crazy
the
stuff.
other way, though.
So is the MD
So what's-
34 up on the
Yeah,
block
here's
house?
your idea.
Yeah.
Well, is this
So
the way
that
you want
means
that? Is that
one-
pulled in?
So that means
Yeah,
one,
that's
two,
Is that gap too
3,
big?
4.
We can
do
always
that.
fill it.
So
Yes.
you'll roll for that guy.
Oh, that's me.
That's right.
You're going to participate.
So Carthaginians all down?
Yeah, we're going
we
to
got-
leave one off.
But
Oh, we are,
AJ,
okay.
I believe
AJ,
we-
you move
well,
him.
You said
And then, yeah,
Carthaginians.
okay.
I thought you meant
Do we want to put our last one down now? Now that we've seen all theirs?
You decide. You're the commander.
Yeah, I don't think there's any benefit to not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you go and lay it down? Well, darn, that means you don't get a Greek one now. Why don't you put... No, because that splits us. That's
So they got soldiers in their gaps.
Soldiers in there, guys.
Yeah, and we need 2 army leaders.
Oh, 2 army leaders. Okay.
Right, wing, and then we'll have an army leader for you in this, and Ralph and I will share one.
Okay.
Because these guys don't have one, you know,
So I have this.
to that.
Yeah.
This guy is part of this one.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, those all.
Yeah, this is part of this, and this is part of this. So the red guys go with this one.
All right. Okay.
Second in command's taking the
All right.
cavalry.
Oh, okay.
So he's the first in command. He's the champion of Panormous. The last
Oh, so
battle.
when we roll a 10 or greater against him, it's like a champion has gone down? Wow.
And you and I will share this one, Ralphie.
Oh, God.
Okay, who goes first?
Well, it wouldn't be right for me and Ralph to go against each other because we're both
right.
Roman.
Here, gentlemen.
That's right.
So one of us would just
Who's
have
the
to leave.
attacker?
We just
You're the
step
They're the
back.
attacker.
You go first.
We go first.
That's
Is
a
that why
Panormous
you're on
advantage.
opposite sides of the battlefield?
That's exactly why.
It just
Well,
worked out that way.
I have
wouldn't-
news
we
for you.
wouldn't have had
Bob and I
another
are
way.
going to switch.
Oh, you know,
Ready?
I've got some dice.
Switch it up.
Yep, we need some dice. You have to pick from the selection of dice. Oh, they're all snob dice.
Yeah, I got all my
I got
sharp
it.
cornered dice
For bolt
packed
action.
away for my game
Hey,
So
next month.
we're going first.
don't
Oh,
save
so
me a
it's-
place in that
we're
game.
doing it. It's,
All right, I got your place.
What are you talking about?
for them.
My bolt action game.
Oh, the one you're running specifically for Gordon and all his friends?
Apparently.
Oh, you're running a game for Gordon?
Your not so subtle a reply to him is something that probably still went over his head.
Yeah.
But when I have a chance, I'll reinforce it with a little man-on-man discussion.
Well, it's no big deal. I mean, you know,
Well,
they gotta play somewhere.
everybody wants to play. Gordon should know that if we've got a really, really popular game, he should bring a guest, not 3.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Is
Did
he
he
three
up it
people?
to-
He's bringing
Maybe
2 guests
guys,
and himself, but that's 3 out of the 7 slots in a game. That's a lot.
When's March game night? What's the date again?
13th.
13th.
Yeah, I did March.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, I may not be able to make that. I must have
Superstitious?
Union business.
Okay.
And it's superstition.
And I was gonna save you a spot. too,
Right,
so
it was on
I-
I know.
Well, this is one of those times where they're all good games because Ed's bringing his area control game, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
So all 3 games are great. I'm going to walk in and fill in whatever's isn't full, which means I'm probably not going to get to play your game because I expect yours to
I
fill
haven't
in.
had any bolt action in a long time. That's,
This should
Sign
be
up early.
This should be an interesting game.
Well, you sort of know the games master.
I'm going to try to line up here.
well, that's
so
what
I get-
I said to him. I said, "Don't save the place in your game."
Charlie, those skirmishers are a little
Hold on,
thin.
string. Somebody
Not
else
that it
will
matters
do
for
it
skirmishers.
for you.
Yeah, not anymore.
They need some depth. I have to rebase all of my all my Numidian infantry.
Yeah,
but-
my
but it-
skirmishers aren't on the right depth base.
Well, then you automatically lose.
They're unlikely to
I was
get
thinking
2 on
the same
1 very
thing.
much, though, right? Because they always have to run.
Yeah, it's not going to be a big deal.
They're always going to be hit in the
Alright,
face.
I'm done.
The problem is these
All right.
Yeah.
or those.
So
Those squeamishers you get.
But when I
out there?
rebase all those
Yeah.
Numidian skirmishers,
They
I've
just-
got
I
30
assume
of them.
these
That's
two are the
10
Well, these ones
stands
are,
and
they've got
skirmishers.
masks
So you
and
know what I'm
hoods
going
over
to
their
do?
head, so you can't
I'm
quite
going to
tell.
rebase
Oh.
These ones
half
are
of
pretty
them.
sure.
You know, and I'm wondering.
Skirmishers.
I think 6 stands of Numidian skirmishers are enough, and then the rest of them I'm going to sell on eBay.
Yeah, here's my thought about skirmishers:
I think
is that in most games,
for some
when
reason,
they're depicted
they're-
in the quantities that they
They're
would be,
shoulder to shoulder, yet
they don't play
they're
right.
overlapping us somehow.
Because-
So
yeah, how
because
is that
they've got
possible?
soldiers
They're
in
overeffective.
between that we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
wargamers
we
use
just
them
have to
better
leave
than
So,
they
them
were.
a
I'm
soldier
gonna
size.
run
Or are they?
Well, they went out there and
I'm gonna come over.
They were out.
I'm not gonna go.
But in
all
war
the
games,
way.
next to nothing is
That
still
means they have
something.
less skirmishers,
And
but
in a
then
real
again,
battle, it's
skirmishers
not-
kind of
Well,
suck
and not only
now.
that, but as
So,
a war gamer,
it's
we
not
look
really
at
something
them
that-
and we see, oh,
that they're
here's
gonna care about.
very maneuverable, very fast,
Do you have
very
bow?
flexible
They
unit.
are. Oh,
Yeah.
you've got
And you use them
bows.
really
No,
fast.
they're all,
doesn't
everything's
matter
2 inches
anymore.
now.
They've been
Oh, it is.
everything.
Oh,
They
okay.
still shoot.
So I don't want to add any
2 is 2 is
was-
2.
to the orders of battle.
Skirmish to skirmish.
Well,
Now I've
Even
got
though
some.
we have
I've
emasculated
got some
them.
hoplite,
you've neutered them.
Etruscan hoplites
Yeah.
I've ordered.
We still do get fire.
I'm
with the
thinking,
bow, though,
do I
right?
want them to be
Well,
like
yeah,
this,
but
or do I want them to be
everything's
like
2
rankers?
inches. There's no.
Now keep in mind, he's
Oh,
going to try to shoot
oh,
his cavalry.
I
So
should I mount them up
slinger,
as
bow,
ranks,
no
or should
big
I mount
deal.
them up as hoplites?
And he's probably
Who are you
he's
talking
probably
about?
measured to these.
You
The
would
shooting
have
is
to
all
make
2
them
inches.
Etruscan
So don't chase
hoplites.
them. They
So they're
can't- they
Italian
can't
looking,
first.
Yeah.
but they have the hoplon.
Yeah,
Would
So what
they?
you want, Matt,
Would
do is
you
back
mount
up
them
so
as
the
rankers
skirmishers are,
or as
Either-
hoplites?
either one.
21
Either
inches
because you
away.
could go either way.
Move 18,
Because I
shoot
was
2.
trying to think, how can I make them be my
Right.
allied
Right.
legion, my Etruscan rankers, and my hoplites?
yeah.
But I gotta,
So my
I gotta
guys
make a
with
choice.
javelins
Yeah, and it
now that
doesn't
I have in
matter,
my army are just
um,
equal to the bows that
I
just
would
bought,
probably
but I
put
still
them
need to
5
paint.
to a stand.
Yep.
Right, because you get more stands.
Then you get more stands, and let's see. The only problem would be then if you wanted to depict them as hoplites.
Right. But I have enough
Bob,
potentially
you need
coming.
both.
Yeah, I know. But I have enough potentially coming to do that one noble
That's
division.
the Charlie
Alright.
school of collecting figures.
I
Plus,
can,
hey, that's the way my Carthaginians are built. I got everything.
the first 27 are going to be
Okay,
So
division.
slide your way.
yeah.
and then anything else I can score.
I mean, you
I'm
can
gonna
come
spread
that
out
far
into rankers.
forward.
Yeah.
And
So,
And I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
so your army's
And
not-
I've got some that are going to be good soldiers already.
Yeah.
your army's looking a lot like mine. My Carthaginians,
So you
I
can
used
go
to have
12
2
inches.
scans, and I painted enough figures to make 3.
I don't know why.
We're gonna have
but
an
even
odd
on
one.
the
Yeah.
elite,
Yeah.
so you could
And
move.
what I
you
did
wanted
was
to
I
get
unified them
downstairs,
with
so yeah,
colors.
you-
As best you could, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm
Yeah,
going to have
lighter,
to paint
lighter.
9 more
Aventine.
figures, because I've already
He'll
painted the
be-
3
Oh,
to
yeah.
turn
Yeah.
2 stands into
All
3.
the stuff I
right?
ordered, well,
And now for the
I won,
Carthaginian
That
is
veterans,
Aventine.
that's not too bad,
and I haven't
because
seen it
that's
yet in
another
the
pack.
flesh, but I just bought.
But for
just
these
had it.
guys,
It's really nice stuff.
need
But I've
6
heard it's good
figures and
stuff,
some
and I've seen
officers.
pictures. It really looks nice.
You know what I'm
so-
going to do? The next Old Glory
But it's all
Order,
painted though.
I'd like
It's all
6
You
citizens.
can do that, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just
If
going
I
to
win
do
it
that.
all, I
Now
didn't want it.
somehow I
This is all
have
on
been
eBay.
able to
eBay.
get to where I am
Take a look around.
without
If you
a
see
lot of
Etruscans,
extra dead
you'll
lead
be
in my
fight me
body.
on them.
But I do have extra
Because
stands
the
painted.
guy,
Right. Well,
He's in
when I
Hungary.
went to get the
So
12
you
I
had to look
needed,
worldwide to
and
see
I
the
had
ones
3
I'm
of these figures
seeing.
left.
But
So that
if you
took
look
care of that
worldwide,
unit.
then you'll see.
But all the others
And I'm,
are all standard bearers, musicians, and officers.
They're up
But I
tomorrow,
had a
so
bunch of those because I
hopefully
bought a command
tomorrow.
pack that I didn't use enough
But
of.
you know what those
But the
become?
guy
Those become
contacted
these
me and
guys.
said,
Well,
"Listen,
no. I
got
used
2 more
those as
units,
fill-ins. So now instead
2
of
more
having
28
9 guys,
units of hop
every
packs
stand's going to have an
that he
officer and a
put up
musician.
and
why
said
not?
He was offering to me.
Why not?
Because I bought all
Well,
those.
because that's what I had in my dead lead
Instead
box.
of
I
put
didn't have any
sell
actual
them to you
spearmen.
directly.
You don't
But
have
to do
enough
another
until you have like
so-
20 army points, right?
That saves them the eBay.
I got about
Saved- saved
17
me
right
shipping.
now.
I think 20 is a good start.
Together with
Yeah.
LCA.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
So yeah, it's good for
Well, I
everyone.
used to, in my wings, I used to have,
I mean, Napoleonics, I'm working towards what, 3/4 of Austrian.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
and man to man.
They don't make tables that big.
Yeah.
So, but it used to be I had 2
All right.
stands and 2 stands as a wing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right, but
Carthaginian.
now I've
We're
got
done
3
now.
and an
Come.
odd.
Come and get your
Carthaginian.
The
medicine.
Greeks have moved.
All right, so I guess I'm the one doing all the crazy stuff.
So wait a
huh?
minute. Let's take a second here to look at this. They're echeloning.
That may have been by mistake.
You think they
That's
did that on
okay.
purpose?
We can echelon just as fast
But it
as
looks
they
kind
can.
of cool. I like the way it
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah,
We
It's
should do
the
it more
visual.
often.
I think that we should match
Your
them.
line looks very
Don't you?
static and just
Like they haven't moved yet?
yeah,
Well,
very
except
unimaginative.
that if we do that, we're surrendering some of the field that we don't need
They're
to.
surrendering already?
I love the
all
way
right. That's it.
Okay.
Let's
We win.
roll those,
Before
let's
the snow
roll those
flies.
victory dice.
Here.
no
Right.
no further bloodshed is
Because
necessary.
so those guys would stand, these guys would go up, these guys would go, and then these guys would go
So we
more.
just keep the line
I think we just keep the line. What do you think?
and maybe shoot these guys out so they can actually get a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send them out.
no, I see why actually, no, yeah, no, I don't think we should match that. I think that we should stay in a line. I agree.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was thinking about matching up, right? Right now you're roughly lined up, but you got to go a little to the right, a little to the right. A little
I
to
see
the
what
right.
you're saying.
We have
Okay.
to not deploy an echelon, but we need to oblique.
Okay.
Do you think?
All right. Okay. Yeah, but we need to start at one side or the other.
We need to start at his
So you
side.
want to oblique this way?
If we're going to oblique right, right? He has to make room.
Right.
Either that
Roger, Roger.
or I start and force you down.
Yeah, I think it's easier for him to
Okay.
start.
Alright.
And what do you need?
Hockey stick.
There's probably a whole bunch of them in here. Yeah. I got to make you a bunch of 45 hockey sticks.
I've got some of these.
Got these,
I got those
they're
in
good.
wood.
Excuse me, let me get
They're fine.
together in here.
We don't have to go all 45. We just need to match up with those guys.
Thank you.
With that.
Alright.
And this is an extra. So.
You're taking a picture.
You're going to want to get him over here anyways.
Right.
So.
Rob's screwing up everything. RJ.
No. Did you hate that?
And we don't have to move Max.
Oh, we don't?
They're attacking us.
Yes, you do.
They are.
You always got
Everyone always moves max. AJ, it's a rule.
Have you learned nothing from all these years?
The Randy Field School of Wargaming. Why didn't I think of that?
It's called it's the last turn every turn.
Now, you're going to
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
a gap
yeah.
in between your two pike
Oh.
unit, your spear
Well, here,
units?
I just want to kind of make some room, but I've got time. I can move those back. So I just want to match here, right? Correct.
Yes. Well, as best you can.
So I can move these guys back. And I'll figure out what to do with those guys in a minute.
I was reading about Epaminondas of Thebes,
Because I'm tight.
and
That sounds like a horrible disease.
That's the Mr. Echelon.
Yeah.
Oh, this is mine, yeah. And this
Yeah.
is
Mine.
You're gonna move him.
and he loaded up on the left flank to beat the Spartan king.
And then in
And-
case I'm just gonna.
The Spartan army was much larger than
Why
the
don't you
Theban
take
army,
this
but
guy
once
that
that
way?
elite
That's a good
unit
idea.
left on the right side, everybody else said, "Well, that's
Unless you
Yeah,
use
it's about
here.
enough of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if they're not going to stay, I'm not going to stay."
I'm with you.
Pivot and then oblique.
This is just going to be a grinded out
He was there.
mess.
Yeah, this is going to be.
Do that and then oblique him. Right?
You can't.
But I can only, yeah.
You're nuts to butts. You can't pivot.
You can wheel backwards is all you can do.
No,
Oh,
because
yeah.
Oh,
this
you,
guy's
you
in the
can't
way.
even. Yeah. Well, actually, you could. You no, maybe you
No,
couldn't.
he's got that
You
guy.
can't.
You can
Yeah.
oblique,
And
then do it, and then go.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
So you're saying go here.
You got to measure it though.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's more than 45.
Well, oh.
right?
Was it? Because I was just butting all these guys up one against one another. Oh, I was measuring from the back corner.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go ahead and measure from the back corner. I'll put this guy back when you're done. Now you can pivot from the
Right. So basically, do this.
right.
Alright. So that's like 2.
Then you can
2.
back wheel.
But then I can only do up to 45.
We should have started with my.
Right.
I mean, we'd all be
Now
done
you
by
can
now.
go.
if we
Now you
started
can
with
oblique
the-
at 45.
Yeah, really.
From
Oh,
there,
I see what you're
but on the
saying.
line.
Okay, so I can move it
And
on.
they complain about me.
I know.
They
I know.
complain about me.
Talk about unfair.
Okay, that's some pretty tricky shit.
You get that guy moved still.
Hey, Bob,
Yeah, and I can move
Wake
him
me when we are in
12
contact.
anywhere.
You know
It'll happen.
what?
Mike, can you hand me one of the tape measures back there? There was a whole bucket of them.
Here.
There should be plenty.
Oh, wait, here's
what's
one.
that
Here's
commercial
one.
with
This
the
one's
old
fine.
ladies in the
Pretty
back?
one.
Pretty one, brand new.
Where's the beef?
I like this
Oh,
size
it's
for Wargaming
the
too.
latest
Yeah.
one.
And it still has a lot.
I'm 80.
Yeah.
Can't we get going?
All right, so am I
I
with you
don't think I
here?
know that one.
I think so.
It
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
go
a
ahead, because I
Subaru
just got the
commercial.
cab left. To,
I still don't know it.
Okay, and this one's a reserve, so I think I can just back up. Could have done that instead of
I
head
just
to
don't want
make
you
your life
walking up
easy.
and shooting them. Because that wouldn't be.
We don't want to do that.
So the rear can get to
It's
there.
not on my list of things to do, but
Now you can move backwards, or you can.
you can go back or sideways at 1/3 speed.
1/3
So
speed, okay.
1 inch equals 3.
Total 4 inches if that's all
Right.
you're doing.
Unless you're Calvin, in which case it's.
In which case, yeah, then it's different.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But if you
Or
want to move him as
squeamish.
infantry, that's fine with me.
I didn't notice there was even cavalry.
Wussies.
Actually, this guy wants to go there.
We've tricked them.
They're
Plan has worked.
falling into our trap.
So that's as far as those guys can go if you want to match up to those guys with your
We'll
guy.
do that.
And
Those aren't core, are they?
nope, they're orcs.
All the stuff in the front is orcs.
Just orcs. They're
Yeah.
orcs.
Orxilia.
I was worried they might be goblins.
And that guy stayed back. Okay,
They are the forces of the white hand.
there's millions of these.
Okay.
Yeah, you got ours.
What's that? These?
Oh. That,
Look, there's a spy
45.
camera watching us.
Oh, we handed back and forth. Yeah.
Is that thing on? Because I've been doing rude things over here.
Can I make you some of these with white letters?
It's going on YouTube.
You know that one.
I need to make you some of these with white letters.
Well, I've been
just so
thinking
white is
about
nicer.
Just stand down there.
I think I learned that after I
when
made
you
these.
said that, I figured there was some kind of fan.
What do
and you're
serious
over the buffet.
wargamers do on a Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, you know what? I
Ralph, you
went
still
too
moving
far.
over there?
So what?
Sorry, I went. I
Hey, I
echeloned
love
too
those.
much.
I love those
Hey,
figures you got
Lebowski,
there.
I wouldn't
really
skate
nice.
so close to that ice.
Are those yours? They are not. Did you
They are
bought
good.
those?
I like those.
I did not paint those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
That-
what encouraged me to make my skirmish guys a little darker.
And those are nice. Those are the ones you just bought.
Yeah,
right?
look at all the hand painted shields he did.
You know what
so
the problem
good.
is? They're mesmerizing me. I'm all confused. I'm not sure what to do. I just see
Good.
all these patterns and colors.
I think
That's
he
what
took a
they're for.
little. I mean, you got that face over there. I think that's a little. I like it, but
A little cartoony.
it's not. I don't think they had exactly that. But it looks.
It was
It's,
a bull.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of them are very
ball
historical.
yeah.
Now,
But I like it. Though.
I have a reference upstairs that shows a Greek hoplite with a face.
I've seen the
It
face.
almost looks like a
transfer.
funhouse face.
You know, that's
Yeah.
actually
And
that's his wife. he just
It's that face.
Here, there.
He wanted.
Yeah,
it's not
there's a
quite
face
that
there.
one, but
You want it to be able to
because
remember
it's
her.
wider
We got
than mouth.
faces too.
But
Yeah,
same
this
close
is
enough.
the
Yeah.
this guy.
We got faces. Yeah.
Uh,
Ours just are not like
The one I've
Yeah,
seen.
that one.
Mesmerizing.
Yeah, like that one.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a Jersey Shore funhouse face.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But that looks kind of like something's somebody.
Artistic impression.
Yeah, I mean, I like it.
How
I'm
many
not.
stars are those? Got silver shields. How many armored stars are there?
9.
Which these guys? 2.
They're -7.
So they're just regular hoplite armored wise.
They're probably elite though.
They're probably elite and special in all kinds of ways.
Yeah, they're the sacred band, right?
Yeah.
That's a Greek term?
Yep. Yeah. I
Can you
guess
be
so.
elite?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
it's your turn.
Can you be
I thought
steadfast
Led
and
Zeppelin
elite?
was the
Mike,
sacred
could you do me a
can, right?
favor
No,
and hand me the camera
no,
out of
no.
that blue bag?
Elite is
There's
a
In the middle of it, there's
Alright,
a camera.
so
Just pull it right
they're
out.
probably elite.
They're the 1%.
The other
I'm
one.
gonna take some photos for the blog.
You mean
Because
1%
it's
or
too cool not to have photos for the blog.
That's it. I'm sitting down.
All right.
I'm not fighting.
And I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
protest
to
Come the battle horns.
SR full auto.
If Bob's out, I'm out.
Is it snowing yet? No.
You already looking for excuses? We haven't even rolled any dice.
Is it fun yet? No. Is it war yet?
Well, Rob is just
You know what this camera does
Wrecked
do
my
a really
next
good
turn
job
'cause
of?
he
It doesn't
took his cavalry and
overexpose
pulled
the
it back.
flash fires on
very
close-ups.
uncouth.
My old one did. This does a really good job of making really nice pictures with flash.
You know what's really cool? That Sony has this mirrorless camera. It's the Alpha 6000, and the flash. You need to check it out. It's a mirrorless camera, so it's super fast and everything. Supposedly it has the fastest focus of any camera out there.
Yep.
But the flash is like this little spring load thing that
That's why
pops
it's
up,
fast.
and it's kind of like a scissored arm. So when you take pictures, you can actually grab it and pull it back with your finger, so you can kind of like diffuse the flash a little bit more instead of having the flash just blast straight on.
Oh, so
Pretty
you
cool.
do this with this hand?
Yeah, so you pull it back a little bit, and yeah, so it
Because I've
angles
done
your
that. I've
flash.
done that. Like,
You can do that
like
too,
pictures
yeah.
with my
I took
hand over
before
half the
may not
flash.
come out.
I've also taken, like when I'm doing pictures in my basement, taken a piece of paper
Yep.
I
and
had
just
it
put a
set
piece
on
of
the
paper
wrong
over it
setting.
Yep.
to
Exactly.
diffuse it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one, I don't have to do that. This one seems to do the right thing. I really like the way it works.
So what do we want to do here?
Well, anything we do, they're just going to do right back
Anything
at us.
you can do, we can do better.
It's that
We can do
even.
better. Anything you do.
Well, I'm going to start off with a little.
Oh, is that our turn?
Chicanery?
That's why you're asking why what we should do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just
Yeah,
gonna run up.
Go mix it up.
Ooh.
I'll shoot you back.
Ooh.